Yeah. Ooh, it's fun, baby. Boom. Oh, I just slammed my coffee. It's been here the whole day. Ha. Great. But okay. Hi. I hope you guys have a lovely stream. Also, okay. So, how do I? All right. Well. Okay. So, first things first. It just dawned on me that maybe, possibly, I never uploaded the past streams to YouTube, which is fine because honestly, it's not. Well, I would like to do it. I like to do it, but I don't know if there's a need to do it right now. Not too many people be checking this out because it's live. It's live stuff. Also, the thumbnails are kind of like. Also, it's like old news, so I understand. It's like old, but also, what's good, Zero? But I'm quickly finish my train of thought. Essentially, I'm pretty proud of what we did this week. By the way, there was a video, well, on the topic of being not so proud. There was supposed to be a video coming out today, but because so many things happened, I got caught up in reviewing and analyzing the previous week's worth of videos to where I actually forgot to upload and edit the thumbnail for today's video that was supposed to go on Share Your Grin. So that will be going up on Monday, so forgive me for that being a little bit behind. Forgive me. Yeah, also, it's nice to also have one day where you can kind of... It's dedicated to your channel research stuff, so I think that might be Sunday. I'm not sure. There should be a video on Sunday sometimes, most of the time. We'll rev back up. That's the whole point of it. But regardless, that's what I'm proud of, is that we went from like 3 videos a week, almost 2 videos, and those videos were kind of okay. 2 videos a week, then 3 videos a week, like I said, and then we got up to almost an entire week worth of uploads. I think the only thing we missed was Monday, and now Sunday. But we're revving up back to basics, basically. But it still requires me to do some things. Hopefully, like I had this realization today, which I hope it tapers out eventually. I hope it be like, again, I always feel like I go too much into it. Like I want it to be second nature. I want it to be like autopilot mode now, but I need to wait until it gets that way. But it's also kind of like give it, like I want to have it take a minute for myself to like watch anime and whatnot, which I did do a little bit today. But I hope eventually it tapers out, because right now it's a little bit, and I think it will get more if the ball starts rolling and you're doing stuff that's actually working. I feel like that will be a kinetic feedback loop that will feel satisfying. But for right now, I'm still in like the discovery, understanding, and trying to capture something to then try to get the ball rolling, essentially. So that's a little unsatisfying when you look at your yield of work and you're like, all right, well, it hasn't been a great week, but we did do the pace, basically, which is important. But alas, hopefully you guys have a lovely day. How are you going, Zero? How you going, Lone Syndicate? Zero says, man, I haven't played this game in a hot minute. Really, Zero? Oh, man, I haven't stopped. I've been grinding, but I hope you jump back in eventually. Although probably not recently, because there's, I think, probably a Genshin update or something on the horizon, so probably we're going to do that first. But yeah, also, ladies and gentlemen, we got so much shit to do. I have been holding her back. Also, did I pay my crew things? Crew things? Donate? I didn't even look, man, because it's for the family. You know what I mean? Also, close to maxing out my resin, but not quite. I should just stay at the bottom left corner, I guess, because yeah, it's a bit of annoying otherwise. Yeah, let's do our dailies. Also, oh my god, also I need to, there's so much to do still today. I just wanted to watch anime, dude. Oh, but I guess not. It's not happening. But yes. So I need to do Noble Phantasm and all that. So, you know, and also Wormhole, I think, reset, so that as well. I'll be honest, this game is not the game that I wish this game happened at the beginning of quarantine. Not necessarily in the middle of like the trying to YouTube things. Also, sorry for complaining. I need to knock it off. All right, complaining. Oh my eyes. Something I heard recently on a stoicism thing, which was basically like, don't complain to other people, and also specifically not yourself. So basically, don't be like, this sucks, this is so hard, because it's just like a thing. But also, I do think there's also something to be said for like, it's good to vent and to express yourself. But also, I kind of see the logic in like, well, no, you're just gonna give in to the fact that like, oh, it's so hard. And it's like, instead of focusing on what you could do better so that it's not so hard anymore. You know what I mean? So I get the idea, but yeah. Lone Syndicate says, what's up, Grin? Not too much, Lone Syndicate. We just getting ready to grind. We got so much stuff to do along the horizon. So yeah, also, there's always a purple chest right here. It's all the time is right here. Lone Cynic says, hell yeah, more video. Thank you, Lone Cynic. I'm happy. I'm happy you're enjoying. I can see, Lone Cynic, I think I can see you in some of the analytics. There's like one person who comes from an external source. Comes from an external source. And just binges or watches the entire. You're like their watch through rate is 100%. So I was like, oh shit, okay, let's go. Whoever that person is, because you can tell through like search traffic. I don't know what external. It's like other basically. So I can see like traffic, browse traffic, suggested traffic, and search traffic. Being like YouTube search, but then I can see someone else. There's like another thing called like third party thing, and I'm like, who? What is that? What is that? Lone Cynic says, I'm doing good. Started that anime and I finished said anime. Golly, really? Holy shit, that's insane. I'm at episode 6 and I thought I was grinding. That's wild to me, man. Good for you. It's how did you like it? Don't spoil it, but how did you generally like it? Also, where's Kos? Or Katos, whatever. Oh, maybe it's just this. Oh, no, we killed it. No, he didn't. What the heck? Oh, no, apparently it's far away? Or no, we might have completed it. Oh, I done the, we have one equipped. We have a bounty equipped that's not the one in the area. Weird. God, I wish it just auto did. It doesn't matter. It's fine. It's complaining. Stop it. Why is my cursor so slow? There we go. It's back. It's weird. Now it's too fast. Ew. Anyways. Zero says, haven't played Genshin in a hot minute either. Golly, what game you be playing then? What game has your attention? Let me hear about it. I'm sure it's a great game. Lone Syndicate says, yeah, that sounds like me. Lone Syndicate says, that was a joke, Grin. I'm only episode 6 as well, actually, because I'm at the same pace. I did like 2 or 3 episodes last night. I'll say, as much as that I've seen, it is like a really, it's like this, how do I put it? It is really, really good, but it hasn't gotten to like reincarnated slime, like hella great yet. But I do think it's probably going to get there the more battle scenes I see, because I think the battle scenes in the show are one of its strongest parts. Like the crackle of magic and shit, and the fact that they basically like just have such a fun time. Like there's been no example of magic in any other show that I've seen, especially with just having reviewed Dawnwitch, basically, that is as fluid and as satisfying vocally, like audibly, I mean, like the sound of like the magic crackling, and then just the fact that he makes like a Gatling gun out of like a fire spell, and it's just like and he just starts chewing through people. And then when he's an archer as well, so when he knocks the arrow, it just sounds like you're pulling back like a shit ton of force and then letting it fly. It's satisfying. I will say though, Lone Cynic, my only thing with the anime that I would say is an issue, the only like takeaway that I have that's a negative, because nothing's bad, I don't think, in the anime, but one thing that's frustrating is I do think the pace of the show is a little too quick. I think that's something that Slime gets really well, is it's like, okay, let's slow down a minute. We're gonna go fast, but let's slow down for this like little agricultural moment. Let's go into this one character side story. It seems to be pretty much like, and now he's in the next town, and now they're in this one example, and there's some bad stuff happening, there's conflict, and then it's resolved, and it's just quite quick. But I love the intro part of that anime, Lone Cynic. I should stop talking about this because it's probably just me and Lone Cynic who's seen it. But I love the intro part where like he gets the god to like verify. He's like, I have one request, and he's like, the search history. It's all deleted. Yes, thank you, my friend. And I'm like, Jesus Christ. It definitely looks like the anime that came after animes like Reincarnated as a Slime and maybe Overlord. Because it does have some, like, sometimes it goes into moments of, like, brutality, which Slime doesn't tend to do, at least not until the later seasons, I guess. But yeah. Anime, maybe. Finished. Segment finished. Probably not. We're probably going to continue. I'm enjoying it, says Lone Singer. Nice. Yeah, me too. Lone Singer says, speaking of slime, I haven't noticed that there's this anime reminds of not only that anime, but also consume. Yeah, it definitely seems like it's more of a goofy version of Reincarnated Slime. I can see that. And it has kind of a Konosuba vibe. I will say though, it makes sense because I think it's like, I appreciate the fact that it's not trying to step on a lot of toes, because even though it's similar to Reincarnated Slime, I don't think it's in any way like it seemed like it deliberately made choices to be different. I guess that's what I'm saying. So to me, I appreciate that to some extent, but I do hope eventually it slows down and like we just have fun with some of the mechanics at play, because it does feel like it goes fast. Why did it oh, I didn't lock on. I didn't equip it in the first place. Oh, is it not here? Usually it's like kill an enemy from a warrior or something. Is that this? No, it's an auto something. Oh, it's so far away. Not really, actually. You can move it really, really quickly in this game. Oof, almost broke my knees. Lomzika says, probably due to them trying to figure out which part of the manga to keep and take. I know, man, but that to me is always the one thing where I have never heard ever in a lot of these shows where someone who's like, I can't believe they what do you call it? They didn't take out this. You know, everyone always wants shit to stay in. It's like I don't think you should ever like just retcon something and make it not in the thing. I think you should just speed through it. You know, like wow, so but maybe that's not true. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe they're trying to like speed through everything but keep it all in. Yeah, I don't know, man. I think pace is one of the like from like a storytelling narrative perspective. It's kind of like good audio or good visuals. It's like when it's good enough, it's unnoticeable, and when it's really good, it's the most important thing ever. You know what I mean? Hard to describe. I just think pace is such an important thing in these shows that and you don't know how important it is until you don't have it, you know, or you have too much of it. You're like, we're going pretty fast here. Can we slow down a minute? Also, what is it? What are we supposed to? Elite snipe? Oh, sniper. Sorry, sniper. It even highlights it for me. Golly. The goddess lady was a total bitch. She was awful though. Like that's a moment where I wish they would have slowed down, and because it was kind of just like, I'm the worst, and then she like is gone. You know, they don't like really sit with it and like have her say some genuinely cruel things. It's more like, you're gross and I don't value you, and then leaves, you know. But it's not like they could twist the knife. You could be real cruel. You could like disparage the sisters that he apparently sacrificed himself to save, etc. You know. Also, the main character is endearing, but I feel like that's something that like Reincarnated as Slime and all those shows do quite well in a weird way. It's like the character almost feels alienated, I guess, or alien. He's not so like, I don't know how to put it. I'm trying to find a way. Like, Overlord is flawed. I guess that's the way I could put it. The main character doesn't really seem to be flawed. He just kind of seems to be a neutral person, which I think like even Reincarnated as Slime, you could argue, is incredibly neutral. He's like very neutral, but he still has moments where he kind of defines himself. And I guess that show does have it. I think I should finish watching before I start talking on it, because I don't want to say something and I'm like, actually, I don't think that was the right way to phrase it, because I have a lot of, when I watch a show or when I'm talking about a show to like want to review it or something, a part of me is trying to like make sense of my emotional feelings towards things, because the whole value of the series that we make, which is Should You Watch, is to try to give the show to somebody. I'm not trying to dismantle a show and break it and like make it just like shit all over it. I'm trying to genuinely answer the questions that would determine if you would enjoy it or not. You know what I mean? And sometimes, like in the first time with Dawn Witch, I was very much in the place of like, here's the questions that I'm trying to give to you guys. I literally obfuscated the work because I tried. I couldn't really figure out who the show was perfectly made for. And some people would just say it's a bad show, and I'm like, I don't know if it's bad. It doesn't feel bad. It just feels like it maybe misses the mark, and it's a little off, I guess. But also, media is entirely subjective, so the show is innately flawed in that execution. But still, that's also why the whole purpose of it is to try to find people, or try to give an answer to who is this for? Because it may not be for me, and I can actually justify that and be like, okay, this is not my kind of show. The tropes that are in it don't really suit me, but for if you're in that, then you're good. Although I also don't want to watch shows that I'm entirely uninspired to watch, you know what I mean? I don't feel like that's a good look either. I guess they're trying to find that happy medium. Oh, we're trying to find a wolf, by the way. I gotta blow my nose. Golly. Azira says, this is a knockoff dragon spine? I'm not sure if I would say that, Zero. To me, I find that like this to me is significantly nicer than Dragon Spine, just to be honest. Just because I can it's giant. I can go anywhere. Dragonspine doesn't have moments like this. These giant, like, cratering huge things. Also, in Dragonspine, you can't be like, hey, I want to go over there. Whabop. Well, come on. I gotta reach it. I'm too far away. Go. Maybe that's clipping to the wrong thing. You can do. Don't make me a liar. Don't make me a liar, you son of a bitch. You can do this, and now I'm up here, which is kind of nice. And again, it's just huge. Also, to me, the more I play this game, and I think everyone's kind of in that camp where it's like, it's just. I mean, I guess it depends on what you enjoy, but I definitely feel like I just don't even see the value in comparing them anymore. You know what I mean? Which I know is kind of like, oh, well, do you compare them a lot at the beginning? But yeah, it just feels like they're different things entirely. But also, it's entirely preference-based. Some people like more of a tighter, a more methodical kind of area. But yeah, I just also find you want to call this a discount Dragonspine. That looks kind of different and interesting and weird for like Dragonspine. But anyway. But also, different strokes for different folks. That's one of the things that's also interesting. To me, I even find it tempting in a lot of ways, and I have done it, to compare this game to Genshin. And and it's funny because I have a tendency to compare it to Genshin and hoist it up probably too much. And others have a tendency to kind of diminish it because Genshin is better, or at least Genshin did it first, or whatever it might be. I know you're not meaning it like this. I know you're probably saying something like, yeah, bullshit, or whatever, or just random thing. But for me, I probably should chill out on both fronts, because it just doesn't. I just don't know what it's useful to do that anymore. You know what I mean? Personally, it's again like the thing we just talked about. Like one of the things, like a philosophy point is don't complain to others, and especially not yourself. Or don't let yourself hear yourself complaining. And it's of course you eventually you're going to be annoyed and frustrated, and it's good to vent, but ideally it doesn't solve anything. You know what I mean? I think that's the one thing with stoicism, that it's like it's the core of it, is like if the things that are outside of your control, don't worry about them. They're outside of your control, so don't worry about it. Focus on things you can control, and get good at practicing taming those, I guess. One thing it says, at least with this snow biome, I have a reason to go to it, unlike Dragonspine. I haven't been to it in months. Yeah, man. That's also the other thing, is that there's always side quests and things. Also, there's like, again, so much loot, and there's also like little tiny side quest objective things, which I don't think exist in Dragonspine. Like that's a chest, basically, that's pretty straightforward. It's also hard to miss. It's a giant ass red beacon, basically, that you can go kill enemies around, and it will drop you a nice chest. And all damn things. What to do? Okay, so by the way, on the chopping block today, Lunsky, I'm not sure if you're interested in playing the game today. If not, it's okay. This could be the first time where we see if we can, how good the matchmaking is for various things. Like we have to do Frontier Clash. We also have to do Void Rift. Void Rift being the main big pooba there. I kind of want to try the raid. Just like flip the switch as many times as we possibly can to see if we can get someone who can hold our hand a little bit. But before that, I want to do something that I've been trying to do, but I've been slightly off because I haven't been grinding the game that much this week. I got an air bubble in my chest. Also, we're about to get to 250, but let's see. Gold. I have enough gold. Let us buy this chest piece to max to get all of the gold that we possibly can. To get all of the... we're going to be completely goldified. Boom, purchase. Fortress armor. Yes. Bang. Is it shit or is it great? Let's see what be happening. Bop. Equip. What is it? We got a HP, physical attack, and resistances. It's not the good. It's not the good, but we got to 25. Let's do it. Let's go. It's okay. Yeah, that's the thing with armor though, man. Like, I think you should just level it up, but at the same time, what if you get better armor? You know what I mean? I guess you should hard look at like armor that's good though, and just level up that. Like this one had crit and attack, so I thought, maybe that's good. We can get that. I think my pants have volt attack and attack on it, which could be good. One of these had like volt attack and yeah. Oh, we're leveling up this one, boys. Advancement. Go. Well, not all of it. Well, no, we need that actually. Is this one good? Can I just keep putting these in there? I might just brute force this here. Do it this way. And whoop-boom, we got into flame attack. Well, we don't have any flame characters, but one day, well, maybe Ruby or Cobalt, or watch none of them be out. Oh, shit. Sorry, we're okay. Yeah. Booty says, hola. Damn, that's nice. Which is nice? Oh, the one thing? Yeah. Yeah. My belt, only good piece. Really. What's good, Booty? How's your day been? Relics, vehicle. Also, I could love my vehicle a little bit more, I think. Oh no, actually, we're about done almost. Look at that. Oh, you can only level up to 40? Also, I thought that can't be right, because I still haven't gotten all the things then. Yeah, these are all locked still. Oh, I guess you need to like physically get to a certain level, maybe? Woof. Is that the maximum level for the entire game, 95? Jesus. Also, it's fucking orange. Why not be gold or something? Why is it like, red is like end game shit. And I'm like, what? Yeah. Also, is it red still, or is that just what I picked? No, it'll change back. Right. Booty says, I mean Lone, but your belt also like, oh, what, Lone had a crazy piece? Oh yeah, Grin, I never told you about the new permanent content Genshin is adding. Oh yeah, what is that, by the way? Yeah, I'm curious. I heard people say that like permanent content, oh my god. I don't know if it was Mimi. The person I was watching react to it had no emotion. I'm not sure if it was Mimi or if it was like, holy fuck, let's go, finally something. And how did they address the permanent content? Were they like, we heard what you're saying, so we added this? Or was it like, no, we just decided, we're gonna throw some permanent content in the game? And it's like, well, does that mean it's gonna keep happening? Or is this one thing? So in every 2 years almost, we're gonna get one new permanent piece of content, pain, suffering, all that. But yeah. What is good, Casper? Casper says, hello everyone, what's good, Casper? Love the emotes as always. Bodhi says, damn. Oh wait, but Lone Ticket says, also got 2 SSR last night in one multi, and got Coco and another Samir. So I now have Star 4 Samir. That's nuts, man. The fact you have a 4-star DPS, wild. Anyways, also on the topic of pulling, one of the rewards for one of the things was getting a lot of purchase things, whatever it is. So let's pull it. Whoop up. Zero says, I pulled another SSR. I'm jealous. I'm jealous. Will it be something good? Nope, it's normal. It's just normal shit. Also, I probably could make myself stronger. I still have yet to sift through all of the matrices that we got. Oh wow, we got actually a lot of okay ones. Greed, Until the End, and Armband. What? Armband? Okay, that's real. You drew the short stick for sure. Raidnade says, greeting everyone. What's good, Raidnade? How are you? Bodhi says, you guys want to go for a quick Fortress Clash run? Bodhi, we got a lot to do if you want to do more, but if you only want to do that, that's cool too. I'm down. We got Fortress Clash, Void Rift. I don't know how bad Void Rift is today. I probably should have checked. Ooh, is Lone Syndicate's on even? Let's do it. Bodhi on too. Stuff is chilling. What are we doing? Well, I just wanted to go check real quick. What is Void Rift at? What is Void Rift this week? Void Rift. That's not great. That's probably kind of bad. She has the dimensional slash. What are the buffs? Giant, more HP at least. Reckless, more attack the lower your HP. Well, that's maybe we'll wait till Tuesday. We'll see. Well, no, Tuesday's gonna be Genshin probably. If we could do that, that'd be huge. Also, golly, you're tall. I'm invisible apparently. Zero says, Scythe of the crew. Diluc can look and do. Yeah. King, you mean? Yeah, King's nice. King's a great. Oh, you got King as a character, you mean? Yeah, King's great. King's one of the better Shadow characters. Just looks, his weapon's just sick. I drum roll, please. A training card game? Oh, that's the permanent. That's the permanent content. It was Mimi. Okay. Not like, hey, you know, Theater Mechanicus, which has been like 6 times rerun. Maybe we should add that permanently now. Especially now that we've kind of honed it to be really good. Instead, it's basically just monopolization of a system that it's like Genshin is now another type of game. It is now a card game. Pain. All right, sorry. Let's quickly do this. Let's do Fortress Clash. Frontier Clash is what I meant, by the way. Hard mode. Oof. Also, what is the things today? Oh wait, no. Deny. I fucked up. Sorry, I meant to just look at the things. Enemy read flame damage. Ooh. Flame weapon charge rate though. At least that's cool. Matchmake. Hop hop. Buddy says, you guys want to go for says, invite me whenever. Gotcha, thank you for letting me know. Sometimes I'm like, are we in? Are we just hanging out? What's it look like? Buddy says, a giant more HP for the boss, not us. Okay. That was in Void Rift though, right? Was that in here? Oh, that's in here. Oh, that's unlucky. Why can't it be like boss damage? At least that you can avoid, maybe, kind of. But when it's just damage, it's the rough. Also, that dude is looking like a whole kind of way. A ginger with goggles. Choices were made. Bori says, oh no, Red That King, Diluc look, the Diluc looking dude with the shades. Yeah. I kind of prefer King, honestly, the look of it. Diluc looks good, but what do you call it? Diluc has the ponytail game. King's looking like all kinds of crazy, though. Although I will say King's 3rd star skin looks absolutely horrible. Also, Diluc's legendary skin looks way better. Looks way better. Also, I should switch to this. Break. Eesh. Ooh, the lobbing bombs. I actually really like how that looks. The way he puts his arm down to stabilize himself and then shoots a bunch of bazookas from his left shoulder. That's kind of cool. Give me a minute. Bop, bop, bop. Still no word on what the next character is. I think I might go down the like leak rabbit hole and see what people be saying, because I kind of like, that was something that filled in the gaps when it comes to Genshin. It's like, hey, well, we're kind of just going through the paces like we do every week, which is fun. But what's funner is talking about what's coming down the pipeline. You know what I mean? What we have to be excited about. You know what I mean? And there's got to be data miners that are on crack or just going hard in the paint. So yeah. Ooh, we got a legendary gauntlet. Let's go. Sometimes you do hard mode and it's worth nothing. It's worth nothing at all. Radiant says, I probably won't be on Tower Fantasy today. I've got some last minute Genshin update, farm and prep to do. Man, for people who do both, that's wild to me. That's insane. Because Genshin, although I guess it makes sense. Genshin's like maybe a 10-20 minute game. But Tower Fantasy, man, Tower Fantasy's like, no, all that time, we'll have it. If you want to give it to us, well, you can, yeah. You can also do the bare minimum and get by, but man, I still feel like Wormhole I can barely do every week. Also, I'm not spending money in the game, though. I'm not sure what your status is, Raid Nate. It's probably not spending that much money either. But yeah, if you do have weapons, I shouldn't even say like money. Again, it's largely like what kind of character you get. Like I think somebody had a really good account. I remember it was Red, I think, who at least to me had a good account. He farmed and re-rolled and got lucky and got Nemesis, which was huge. And then he chose Samir as his copy of a character, which just to me seems like, ooh, golly, just a good safe bet, I guess. Which to me made, like, I could see him just heavily investing in those characters and being good. Although it does seem like there's a good argument for you need dupes of characters in order to really get by. So it's like you can get a good start, but what if you just do not get any more Samirs? You know what I mean? That's a little rough. So it can always get bad. But yeah, for people who do both games at once, you're incredible. That's a lot of efficiency and or luck and or time. Or focus, probably focus. I think my whole thing is that, like, you'd be shocked at how. Again, I think it's just, for me, I think I'm trying to learn and like adapt and become something that I need to be way too quickly to where like it's not normal to dedicate like 8 hours to learning something. Probably should like, you know, just do a little bit at a time and you'll be good. Although I haven't broken yet, and I don't think I've had the, ooh, golly, not like this. Oof, that is brutal, man. I forgot that initial hit. That thing will wreck you. Maybe we should just play the range game. You know what I mean? Do this. Wish I had my thing. Come on. Oh, actually, you got stunned anyway. Oh, right, because you re-broke his thing. Did he put on another shield immediately? Maybe we got stuck. I don't know. Whew. Man, some of his attacks do nothing, and then there's that fire one that just nukes you. So, it tends to be how bosses go. And granted, they're pretty easy to dodge. It's usually a symptom of, like, trying to get a couple more hits in. Like that. Get out of there. Nope, never mind. That's not it. Different one. Shit. That's it. That's the one. That's the one. Get out of there. Damage from afar. Man, look at Lois Finnegan still on top. Damn, Samir is so good. She can just stay on top forever. Also, sorry. Uh-oh, is that the one? No, it's not. Nice. I got a helmet. Is it just a helmet? It's a helmet. Oof. It's not great, but okay. Oh, now it's Valkyrie. Actually, well, Valkyrie, I guess. Do all of them have 3 times health? Always? I thought it may have been sometimes 4. I wonder if it's... I don't know. Sometimes I don't feel like it's that much. Oh, sorry, I feel like they have more health. Like they have 4x instead of 3x. I wonder if we'll ever get to the point where we can just dumpster. Again, I think... I don't know, man. Yeah, when I look at the damage scaling, I'm definitely the one lagging behind. So to me, I don't know, man. I really like him. Like, fucking please, can we have a banner that is a character that I want so that I can heavily invest in? But I also want to have reassurance that the banner's coming so that I can start grinding for weapon materials so that I can just do the Genshin thing where you're just popping off from day one, you know what I mean? Which apparently is a thing. Although, you know, I think level is also a relevant factor too. But yeah. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, she was hell-bent on you. Get out of there. Stop it. Stop it. Oh, she's doing crazy shit. Doing crazy shit. I don't know how I did that. This. Gonna back away and do this maybe. Yeesh. And do this. Okay. She just sent some fucking stupid spear things at me. Golly. Zero says, what is the community crew? Zero, the community crew is in the Radiant server. It's called Brothers Grin, I believe. I could show you in a minute. As soon as we're done doing this, we'll pop out and be like, I could show you. What do we got? A minute? Maybe. Also, I just want to switch weapons, dude. Now, Valkyrie is a different beast. Everyone else is manageable. Valkyrie is just on some different shit, on a different level. Also, I forgot how important it is for you just to stay alive when everyone else is dead. So, that was my bad. Alright, I felt like I was out of the goddamn zone. You bastard. Damn, I'm not on radio. Yeah, I know. Sorry, Zero. Man, to me, I really hope in the future they let you jump your character to an account or to a server. I don't know if it's not a thing in MMOs, period. But it would be nice, because to me, it's terrifying to think of, like, what happens if you're in a server that was popular and now everyone is on the other servers. You know what I mean? Like, that sucks. Yeah, like so then they're like, are you just screwed? You have to make it, you know, hard, you know, it's time it takes to grind up to like level 50 and shit like that. Like, it's not nothing. You know what I mean? So it'd be cool if you could like carry your account over and like sign into that account with this new character. I hope they do that eventually, because to me, what happens if you're in a server with joint operations and they're just not there? You know what I mean? Because I already find that sometimes the case where like you're doing joint operations and you're like, man, no one's really doing this lower tier 1 because everyone's moved on. So what are you supposed to do with that, you know? Zero says, God, I don't want to start. Yeah, it's okay. I mean, Zero, we are playing this game all the time together, and eventually, hopefully, we'll get to a point where we can help pull people through. But also, that's who's to say you can't make connections and meet wonderful people on other servers. So you could also do that. And yeah, if you go to our Discord, maybe there's someone who's in that server too that you could play and grind with. But like, if you are in our server, I can guarantee we do this every day almost on our stream. This is kind of dominating our streaming time actually, because I find it quite cathartic. It's kind of like something to do in the background, and we're all kind of waiting for the next banner. And eventually, I think we're gonna max out and that kind of stuff. You guys want to try Void Rift, Bolty and Lone Syndicate? I feel like it might be a bit much, but maybe not. I thought we dealt with Giant before, and it wasn't as egregious. I guess it doesn't hurt to try. Because, yeah, it's one of those things where it's like, if we're in worst case scenario, we could just back out. Because I think this is one of the weird ones where, unlike Fortress Clash, I think when you back out, it takes your progression still. But whereas this one, I don't think it counts. I think we've done that before. We've backed out, and we've been able to not expend one of our things. Also, Raidnate says, yeah, I mainly just pick and choose what days I need to farm Genshin versus Tower Fantasy unless an update comes out for either, then I decide more time, respect. Oh, I see. So then so whatever has some new content, you grind out that because there's probably the most value to be harnessed in that thing. That makes sense. It says, but Grim, after 2 long years, we finally get content to stay, you know, it may not involve our investment in our characters. We have to put in we put all our time in, but hey, you know, is something pain. Oh, that's so funny. Holy shit, that's the funniest thing I've read all day. Oh, also, what do I do? That's not how this goes. But yeah, man, I was like, with all of our characters, like, wouldn't it be cool if we had a measurement status for our strength of characters besides a monetary incentive place, aka Spiral Abyss, which is just basically a giant farm to basically be like, hey, you want to spend more money for these new characters? You can be able to get 2 more Primo gems. And yeah, man, it's so weird. Like, I feel like Genshin knows all the right choices to make. I shouldn't say right choices. I just think, to me, like, again, Theater Mechanicus, like, we've had, I think if anything, people are getting bored of the event just because it's not, people want more from an event. But if it was something you did every week, that would be something I think people would be pretty happy with, especially with how many people like it. Like, I really like Theater Mechanicus. I would like it if it was a part of my rotation more rather than being like a replacement for what is hopefully something new. Which is oftentimes what I think events in Genshin are supposed to be, this like new interesting take on this. Maybe it's like, here we're making drinks, but we're also, you know, it's basically a story event where you're getting to hear from a bunch of characters as you make them drinks and whatnot, you know? That stuff's pretty fun, at least to me. But also, again, Genshin continues to make billions of dollars. It's dwindling, but it's still billions, so they're probably like, we didn't expect this at all, so... yeah, only when we start capping out are we probably going to make some big game-changing changes. But until then, we're vibing. And I'm like, okay. And then there's a Tower Fantasy that's like, I'm hungry, I'm starving. And it seems like almost every choice is made by like feedback based on what people be asking for. But yeah. But you know me, turned into a fucking try-hard, you know, Tower Fantasy love person, that kind of whole thing. What do you call it? Person who's just a snob. The worst, I would say. Should I come back around here? I don't know. I feel like I'm treading old ground. Zero says, damn it, I'm not ready, guy. Losika says, well, they are starting to merge servers, so possibly. Ooh, that's cool. Yeah, I hope so. I also hope that, man, that's one thing that makes me sad. Like, I get the same kind of feelings a little bit with Bloodborne, or sorry, Battleborn, a Gearbox's like MMO game that I love to bits. Also, are we doing loops? Is there like a way that this deviates and I'm not seeing? I like the ones where it's way more like you open up a jump pad that like makes everything more clean and obvious where it is. So I feel like I'm not sure if I've been here before. It's confusing. No, this is new. At least this little tick is new at least. Something up top side? But yeah, no, I get this. I finished my train of thought. I get the same feeling that I get when I see basically a Battleborn, Bloodborne. No, Battleborn, which is the feeling basically of being frustrated with the game that is, in my experience, incredibly good and satisfying. But because Genshin was clever about it, and they basically started to release a lot of content, and they kind of started to like release Dendro, which is something that people have been waiting for such a long time. It feels like, at the very least, that they're starting to like this is a time in which it's really good to play Genshin. But I'm hoping that over time people will basically be able to get back to like, I hope Tower Fantasy doesn't get drowned by the fact that Genshin at this moment has a lot of stuff, you know. He wants all of the Vault, but Vault's my only thing, my guy. What if, well, I'm just gonna divvy it up to most people. Let's do this from the start. Blueberry, physical, I'll give you. I think you might have one physical character. I don't know if Lone Syndicate has. Warrior, I'll give one to you. Flame, I'll give, I believe Blueberry, I think has Flame too. Poet, I'll give that to Blueberry too. Blueberry's just juiced. He made a request on Electric, fine. I have fucking nothing then, you douche. Anyways, fine. I don't know if I'll do any damage, but it's fine. What's good, Tyler? Tyler says, hey there, Logan. What's up, man? It's been a hot minute. I'm doing great. I'm doing fantastic. How are you? You should play some Tower Fantasy, man. Solid game. Oh, so shit. Oh, we're just starting. We're just going. Great. Awesome. Also, thank you so much, Bolty, for giving me Warrior. So at least I have something. Thank you. Oh, man. Also, there's too many frigs. I can't see who is on screen because y'all have the same character. She's big, but not that much bigger. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, I forgot. Oof. Ooh, ballsy play being in there. I got you. Oh, man, she's so dodgy. What's good, Fluff? What is that, Fluff? Is that thigh? Is that a thigh? Oh man, people are awesome. People are so awesome. Oh shit. What a good emote. What a solid emote. Zero says, I don't want to start over. I know, Zero. It's okay, buddy. It's okay. If you don't want to start, that's 100% understandable. One day, yeah, I hope they merge servers, or even just let us, again, take my character into that server. Even if I have to change my name, it's fine. I would just not like to start completely over. Also, golly, that did a lot of damage. Can you help me? How do I call for help? Yeah, I'm sorry. I should not get closer to the boss. That was my mistake. Oh shit, it's getting real bad real fast. I might die. Ooh, oh shit. I'm sorry. I made mistakes. But it says, I mean, giant for Void is rough, by the way. Oh, no. Yeah, it's looking like it's going to be a grind. We might have to wait. If we do at least once, that'd be nice. But yeah, if we can, we might have to do it on, well, I don't know. Maybe not Tuesday. Well, I guess we theoretically have one more, or I have one more slot. I don't know what everyone else is at, but I have one more slot to hold Rift in. So I think it resets every, maybe Monday, Wednesday. But I wanted to stream Genshin on Tuesday, so that's why I'm kind of like, if we could like even just take out one of those so I can at least store two, so I'm not losing any, that'd be nice, to be selfish. Raidnade says, I'll be back in a bit. Okay, we'll eagerly await. I appreciate you being here, Raidnade. Haven't seen you in a hot minute too, so hopefully we can catch up. Grin, you know you don't have to ask, just start it up. Well, yeah, I would rather ask. I see you guys as people, and people who have valuable opinions, and if you guys don't want to do something, I don't want to thrust you into it. So I tend to be like, fuck it. I'm not going to just assume. Assumption leads you to horrible places. Horrible places. Also, I don't know how I didn't die there. That apparently does not as much damage, or somebody was healing me like crazy. I don't know what that was, but apparently we're okay. I was talking on my ass, and I did not realize that we were in the zone of death. Ooh, she's slashing some people up. Yeah, this is the one where this might be the first week where that giant is actually significantly worse. I thought we dealt with giant before and it wasn't that bad. Maybe it's just because Frigg at a base has stupid HP, and like I think one day we fought a flower that had giant and it wasn't that bad. But Jesus Christ, it also doesn't help that Frigg's like bouncing all over the place a lot of times. Yeah, maybe we make a little tiny like interlude. Blueberry. We make a little interlude at the very end of the Genshin stream and say, let's jump on a Void Rift, unless there is also a demonstrous boss to fight. Shit. That would be unfortunate, but you know, something. Zero says, well, I guess I'm starting over. Why won't it merge my character to another server? I know, man. I don't know, man. There's a lot of choices in Tower Fantasy that don't make sense. Like the fact that I can put on a male skin for a character, but I cannot switch to my avatar to a male, like a dude character that I can customize. A lot of weird choices in the game. I hope they fix them. I don't know if they will, because in CN I don't think they've still yet to do any of that, so it might just be something where they're like, we're focused on making, you know, new regions and shit, and, you know, problems be problems. And I'm like, it's not a good thing. But Ooh, that strike killed me one time, so we gotta be careful. Let's say, am I reviving you? I feel like I hit the button twice, but maybe not. Fluff says, have a nice thigh, whilst mine are some sore for my first day. Yeah, that'd be how it is, man. Is it like your cheeks or your goddamn thighs? Because for me, it's always my cheeks. Cheeks be sore. That's a sound. Does not sound great, but you know what I'm saying. But also, I do kettlebell things, so maybe my thighs be just endured anyway, because you gotta do a lot of reps of kettlebells. But yeah, but I hope you're doing good, Fluff. I know it's always different to have a little bit of adaptation. You know what I mean? Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! I'm not sure if she was locked down. I don't know why the whole world went black. Yeah, giant is brutal. I don't know if we're gonna be able to grind this out. You know? Also, Frigg is just like, what the hell? You're just walking all over the place and she's just teleporting all over. It's like, god damn you. Imagine how, like, you know how teleporting is such a thing in most things, like Nightcrawler is that teleportation superpower. I feel like most people would just, if as long as it didn't have a cost, would just abuse the shit out of it. So, like, the person who would have teleportation as, like, a power would be looking like emaciated, thin as fuck, because they just basically don't move anywhere, you know? Oh, shit. Shit. Oof. They give you a lot of time, actually. To be fair, it's a lot to, like, hang out and fuck shit up, you know? Raidnate says, I have returned! How are you, Raidnate? What did you return with? Maybe food or nah? I feel like it's usually food. Not like you specifically. I'm not trying to call you out here. I'm just saying usually food is an element to the thing. I wonder if they don't show you damage. Oh, I do. Is getting complacent in that one. Yeah, a lot of L's in that one. It's rough. Well, maybe next. I'll look in a minute. Let's see. When do we get like free tries for Void Rift? Maybe it's not as early in the week as I thought. Probably is. Woody says, I'm dead. Yeah, we got her down to 2 health though. But Giant on a character that has a high amount of HP is already brutal. But yes. Also, if you guys want to do some resin burning, that'd be cool too. I'm not sure if it's a really good week to do resin burning, so maybe not a good idea, but I want to see something real quick. Void Rift. Can I plan this out in my head? No, I just want to see. When does it say? Does anyone? Oh, best time. Okay, that's that. Does anyone know when Void Rift they give you another ticket? Usually it says, but not anymore. Not here at least. If I hit go, if I click, usually there it is. Oh, it's all in fucking kanji, so never mind. Why is Void Rift in kanji, dude? That's to be fixed. Anywho, hopefully it refreshes. Just finished it. Ooh, nice. Tyler says, I'm doing all right and not too bad. Logan, just been dealing with the V3 Jackals. Most recently, golly, are you absolutely pumped for to Let It Die Deathverse? Tyler says, fortunately, I already got 8 out of 12 of their strong versions of the blueprints, so I only got 4 more to do. You guys are built different. Everyone always does that and just grinds. And I'm like, wow. Lozica says, God damn, what happened? I turned my head, turned back, and everyone was dead. Probably, yeah, sometimes bosses are, like, I sometimes think you just avoid damage because of network coding, and they just don't take damage. But then there's other times where, like, no, it's getting rough. It's like you just get clipped once and get immediately eviscerated. Also, unfortunately, we don't have great options, it looks like, for things. We could do number 6, or do you think we could manage number 7? It's quite the doubling up of difficulty. So probably not. What? Also, I should drink my thing or else it's never gonna get drank. Also, I don't know what this is. This is just like some powder. This is gamer subs, but whenever I shake it up and I basically wait for it to, like when I open this, oh, invite me back. Oh, you got kicked? God damn it. God damn it. This. Friends, this. Oh, it's not letting me. It's not letting me do that. Invite me back. What? Are you not in here, Lone Syndicate? Or is it like network connection issues? Because I see you in the thing still. Anyways, I want to show you guys this. Let's do this off camera so it doesn't look fucking. Actually, looks worse. It looks worse. And we check this out. It makes it carbonated or something. I know it's not carbon. I know it's just air being flushed in there, but it's weird that it has such a strong. Like, normal water doesn't do that. Never mind, I'm still in the part. Good. Okay. Tyler says, oh yeah, I'm so pumped for Deathverse. What are your thoughts about Queen Bee's stream yesterday? I didn't see it yet. I seen it was uploaded. I didn't have time to check it out because Tyler, I'm doing too many things. It's actually getting less bad. I'm happy I'm on the lowering end of like the stress of like learning new things and applying them. But yeah, it's just been like extra time is not a thing, unfortunately, yet. Hopefully we can get to a place where we stabilize and things become second nature, but not quite there. Being close, but not quite there. Let us do this at C. Never mind, I'm still in the party. Yeah, we could try just doing one that we can easily attain, which is 26. Yes. Do matchmake to make it easier. Also, I don't know. It might be a faster stream today. Probably not, but maybe. The reason why is because I got a lot to do. I have to still. I have to edit my I have to cut my family's hair, which is a whole ordeal. Also, I wanted to try to do cardio today as well, which is tough. But yeah. What was in the Queen Bee trailer that was about? Because sometimes Senpai Death uploads. The Senpai Death Let It Die channel is interesting, and yeah. Bodhi says you can cut hair, not like professionally, but I cut my own hair, and then people of course are like, well, can you cut mine? It's pretty simple too, and I'm like, I'll try if you're willing to have a bad haircut for the first couple times, and I'm pretty. People are like, yeah, fuck up my hair, and I'm like, I care too much about all of that, so I can't. I can't just be like, fuck it, because I feel bad. But so then I take it really seriously, and I got good at it, or okay at it. I say I'm okay at doing the dude's haircut. You know, some people be crazy out here, but not me. But yes, yeah, and it's less. Well, honestly, man, it was just a symptom of me hating going to the hairdresser because I like my hair short, and I have a heat problem basically. I'm always overheating. So for me, I like when my hair is cut. Also, I just feel like it's getting a fresh haircut is like almost when you've had a really gross, sweaty day. Getting into a shower or even just showering ever at any point is beautiful and amazing. Also, I should not have used that yet. Dang it. Whatever, we're gonna not have the best drops, but it is what it is. But yeah, I cut my own hair. I cut my own hair every single Sunday. Yeah, and then luckily other people don't do that. My family can do it every other, like 3 weeks from now, which is nice. But your boy, I need to get my hair cut because I need that reset every week. You know what I mean? I'll beat you, Bolty. I'll beat you. Let's fucking go. barely beat Bolty. I'm gonna be one of those people that fall to their death, and it's the funniest thing ever. Yeah. Tyler said Queen Bee had talked about some stuff, something about TwitchCon or something like that. Interesting. Okay, yeah, that's weird, man. I wonder what because I don't know. I'm very interested to see how Deathverse blossoms and what the strategy with it is. Because to me, when I look at Deathverse, I'm just basically really curious to see what the translation of Deathverse to the game that it is. Or sorry, Let It Die to Deathverse, because I don't think they're very exactly similar. But I think it can be okay, because Let It Die by nature of what it was already really culty kind of classic kind of game that had like a ravenous community. So part of me wonders if it will do really well, or if I was gung ho or Ruddy, was it Super Trick Game, I think is what it's called, Super Trick Games. If I was them, I'd be trying to consider and think of ways to reach out and branch out to another couple types of things, you know, whether that's getting streamers to play it who are heavily competitive, because it's basically meant to be a game where like it's I think it's going to do what Let It Die did best, which is like basically amplify the fact that you are better than the people below you, which is kind of a fucked up but also kind of hilarious thing. Oh god. Oh my god, Luca, that's so sweet. Luca, goddamn you. Luca, you son of a bitch. God damn it. Took me a while to click. Luca, I've been trying for months actually. Months to raid you back. And goddamn you, you always stream in the fucking mornings, and I can't raid you back. Although we probably should start streaming in mornings, just to gauge and see what people are at. Because I see a lot of people watch the videos on YouTube, but the past streams on YouTube. And I'm like, where are y'all? You all busy? And it probably is time zones, because every now and again we'll get people coming in and being like, it's literally 3 a.m. for me. And I'm like, what? Go to sleep. I love you, but stop. Please. How was your stream, though, Luca? Luca says, hey, Gra, how are you? It's all tactical. I do it on purpose. I was about to say, it's some sort of 5D chess. Luca's winning by a lot. But I appreciate it, man. How was your stream, though? What new game captured your interest? Or are you still playing the solid, tried and true games? Also, are you prepped for Deathverse or nah? Yeah, Dead by Daylight, I feel like would be a really good place for you, frankly. Like as far as, I'm not sure if what do you call it, Luke? I've been, for like 2 months now, I've been going hard in the paint with all this weird YouTube things where like I read a book about how to do YouTube stuff, and it was amazing and wonderful, but golly, that a whole, like looking at analytics and all that stuff is a hell of a drug. It's quite difficult and it's quite draining, at least at first. I hope it's at first. But what do you call it? I think, especially for like your whole vibe, your wholesome nature in a dark world, I feel like the whole Dying Light, not Dying Light, I keep saying the wrong thing. Dead by Daylight, there we go, would be fantastic. Also, wasn't there another Dead by Daylight kind of game that came out or was coming out recently that I thought looked really good? Oh right, yeah, no, it was the Evil Dead game that I thought looked fantastic. At least it looked really fun. I'm not sure if it really scratches the same itch as Dead by Daylight does, but yeah. But no, I thought that was a game that I was blown away at how like that game that was kind of a niche game at first seemingly got like a crazy juiced up community. Like I don't know what it was, if it like I think it was just the right amount of like creepy and weird and gross and thrilling, but then also oh god, oh no. Jesus Christ, I should stay in the circle of healing. Little bit of health, this, activate that. Okay, thank god a lot of you have Nemesis. Oof. Shit. Uh-oh. I don't mean to activate any of my abilities usually ever. Oh, it keeps throwing me the goddamn things. Eesh. Rainy says, shit, I'm asleep till noon EST most of the time. Yeah, yes, that's a lot of people in different weird time zones. Lucas says, it was fun. We played my daily today. I am indeed. For me, because I raged a lot. Really? Yeah, I feel like Luca, though. Luca's hilarious because when he rages, it's not like, it doesn't ever feel like vengeful. It's not like, I fucking hate you. It's like just violent. He chucks the controller. It's always just like, these people are not playing the game well. These people are just, they're not doing a good job. It's just like, it's quite reserved. At least the one that I've seen. I've seen a couple of times. Luca doesn't get mad too many times. At least not that I've seen, thankfully. My image of Luca, Luca just gets mad as shit. Oh, that'd be crazy to see. Can't really imagine it even. But the one time I did see was when people were like, especially Dead by Daylight, which is a stupidly cooperative game where like, if it's literally, if you're the last one alive, you're basically like, well, fuck. Thank God there's a system in it that like accounts for you being the last one up and not being completely shit out of luck with the trapdoor. But it still feels like one of those things where when one of the people in the team aren't pulling their weight, you're kind of like, you rat fuck, you rat son of a bitch, which is too funny. Lucas says, I was the dating DB1. Wait, what? The dating B? Wait a minute. Let me. Also, oh god, oh god. I get mad at people rather than. I get mad at the game rather than people. Yeah, well, that's the best thing because the game. People you can't control. People or the game you can arguably nudge. You can observe things. I guess that's also a thing you cannot absolutely control at all. Or if it is, it's something that's not working. So fair. Lucas says, like, who cares about the others? I'm alive, and I'm like, oh no, that's not a. You're not the person to like go back for one person and be like, I gotcha, and like pull them to the brink and then they get caught again, and you're like, all of my time was a waste. Or you save them. Yeah, I feel like kindness can't exist to a very long in Dead by Daylight. Now that I think about it, imagine that you go save somebody, pull them off the hook 5 times, you get caught once, just once, and then they're like, get fucked. And you're just like, a kind soul. If you are still out there playing Dead by Daylight, you should like run the world properly, because golly, that'd be the most infuriating thing. I've seen that happen in plenty of streams and also Twitch things. I'll be honest, I really like the YouTube things where they cut them down into like the highlights. That way I don't have to sit there and binge watch so much, especially nowadays where like, especially with researching analytics, it's just like, if I have a minute of time, it's anime. I'm dedicating it to anime because I'm a loser, but yes, a happy loser, but a loser nevertheless. Also, do you want to go one more time? Always back out. Let me know if it's too much. Also, not that. No, stop. 6. No, I'm surprised. 6 actually felt like pretty enough of a challenge. What's good, Sting? Always love to see a Sting. How has your week been? Take a roundup. What is it called? What happened all this week? Was it a good week or was it a bad week? Lone Sinker says, finding the trapdoor sometimes boils down to luck. It's true. Or sometimes, man, people be so good at the game in terms of just grinding, like becoming the evil villain, is like they're so good that they'll map out in their mind perfectly. Like a tryhard Dying Light monster or like killer. It's like a different level to shit where it just seems frustrating because people will have like every map built out in their head and they'll know exactly, okay, the trapdoor is here. I'm going to make sure all the pallets are cleared out so that if somebody does start heading to here, I can just fucking beeline right to it. Also, like, they do such a good job, I think, and I don't play the game a great deal, so maybe this is all bullshit, but I think they do a good enough job in balance regards to where a lot of things feel like bullshit, especially as a survivor, where you're like, how the fuck is he moving this fast? Or how the fuck can someone just appear with a bell and then just gun it at you? And it's funny because I've heard people say that other heroes or other killers are insanely broken, but they're all seemingly like, this guy's broken. No, wait, no, this guy's more broken. And it's always that argument. It's not like an argument of like, this character sucks ass and is impossible, you know? Which I think is a good, it's probably not great balance, but I hope it's good. I haven't played a game and I'm not in the community enough to know how people genuinely feel about the balance of the game. I think it's I think if you get people to come back for a minute and not when they just lost to a killer, be like, this is bullshit, the game is rigged, etc. But if you get them before that whole thing, I think they'll be like, there's like at least 6 characters that seem really, really good. One of the things is also why, that's why I mostly play killer on Dead by Daylight. I don't have to worry about anyone if I mess up. It's all, yeah, you're just murder. In fact, hell, sometimes people be like, the killer sucks ass, this is nice. And I mean, in the back of your head, you're like, I'm getting wrecked. But emotionally, I'm doing a lot of support. Also, I keep forgetting to put on my cards. The cards that give me more loot drop. Well, shit. God damn it. Shit. We just got blue pants. Disgusting. Raid says, Grin, you got an SSR matricy. Oh, I did? Shit, which one? Which one was it? Was it Samir's? Because if it was Samir's, that could be huge. One thing it says, Grin, you, not a loser. Anime is cool. It is, but I grew up in an age where anime was not as cool, and it was people made fun of you for it, and people liked it a little too much. You know what I mean? Before it was okay to like it a little too much, you know what I mean? It's hard to describe. Definitely mental damage. Scarring mentally. I think it's a positive thing that I understand that the thing I may enjoy is not for everyone, but I still am like, I fucking love it. You ain't gonna take this from me. You know what I mean? I feel like that's also an okay thing. Like, for instance, I know you guys are probably absolutely sick of hearing about it, so I've stopped talking to you about it because I've gotten it's my own interest. You know what I mean? But I feel like eventually, every now and again, I'm gonna keep talking to you about it. But I don't think you guys realize that after we looked up the electric unicycle thing, I have been watching those videos, the electric unicycle videos, for probably 1 hour before I go to bed. Because I just found a channel named Chooch, Chooch, where it's just a guy ripping through like the forest on like a 360 GoPro, and it's just cathartic, man. It's just so zen. Also, it's fucking incredible. Like, the amount of body control this person has when riding this thing is nuts. Anyways, I have held back talking to you guys about it because I'm satisfied with it just being my thing. But every now and again, I'll still talk to you about it because it's like, hey, if I listen to your shit, I'm gonna die. You gotta listen to some of my nonsense. You guys listen to a lot of my nonsense, to be fair, but still. Also, good job, you reviving. Zero says never a new server. Claudia get? You're gonna get Claudia? Hell yeah, man. I like to hear it. I hope you do. That'd be awesome. Everyone says that Claudia's fantastic, and also the fact that you can get a character that everyone basically says is incredible for the Claudia team comp, which is basically Shiro. The fact that, like, I think there's a higher probability of you getting at least one copy of a Shiro to then mend your Claudia is pretty high, all things considered. Opposed to getting someone who's like again, I'm in a weird place where people are saying you need Ruby and Cobalt B, and I'm like, 2 SSRs that are gonna, like, if I don't get them when they're here, then I'm basically lost because it's gonna have to wait 6 months. Oh, I got an armband. We're killing it. No, you got Claudia? Fucking let's go. See, this is the lucky server for you. You made the right choice. Also, that's so fun, man. You get a brand new character to play with. Also, she's an SSR character that people are saying is fantastic and is kind of like permanently good because she's just a generally great support, man. Awesome. That's fucking sick. Raynade says, what time zone are you in, Grin? I always forget. I'm in Mountain Standard Time, Canada land, Alberta specifically. So yeah, I'm in Mountain Standard Time. I live up in the mountains. Not really. It's mostly forest. And a new normal-ish sized town. Bodhi says, I told you, Frinn just spams those tickets. Oh, I know, Bodhi, I know. Bodhi said that the tickets will give you chests, chest rewards. You just like to burn them, burn like 10. 10 would be too much. I'd do 4, maybe, maybe. It doesn't make sense why you would ever hold on to them. It's like, unless they're like, maybe in the future they're a currency. especially knowing that like seeing I observed in I made a video today, which I think I'll upload it. It seems fine. It's basically a video of like what you should buy from the store, which yeah, I just feel like for me it was a question that I was curious about. I think a lot of people did the math to basically see that SSR relics, specifically, I think honestly, purple SSR or SR relics, relic shards specifically, are significantly better than the SSR relics right now, because there's not that many SSR relics that seemingly are as good as Jetpack or just the traversal of the grapple hook, etc. So yeah, but anyways, a lot of those things can give you like a slight power gain just permanently without even you having to equip them, which is nice. But anyways, I think the thing I also think people that you should buy, which in fact is probably better, is what Bolty was saying to buy, which is the SSR Dark Magic tickets. They're basically the thing that you can that gets you a chance at a limited banner matrice. Jesus, those things are incredibly good. And also there's like no way that you can, yeah, like I think they reset every week if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, but yeah, people were saying to go for like the limited, like the shards, the SR shards, which I think are good. It's a good idea, but I don't think it's more important than getting those tickets, because those tickets, over time, you can like actually make a genuine push to get like at the minimum 2 of the artifacts or matrices. The thing is I don't know if it's worth. I think it's worth saving and just like constantly, because you can get 5 a week. So in like maybe 5 weeks, you could get a couple handful. Maybe you get enough to get at least 1 guaranteed matrice. Although I guess you could always buy it from the store as well. I wonder what that would actually like cycle out to. How much you would need to guarantee yourself at least 2. And then you gotta wait for a character banner that actually gives you 2 that are worthy. Like sometimes the 2Bs suck, you know. Sometimes it's really good, and sometimes it's like specifically good for a character, but not generally good. Which if you're gonna spend that like finite resource, especially if you're not willing to pay the weird RNG gods, which is that weird hellscape. Oh no! Oh no! We're so close! Oh, we got what? 2 and 1? 2 and 1 people got lit up. Golly. Eesh. Oh yeah, also Radiant, if you're curious about what time it is for me right now, my time right now is at 6:13 for me right now. This and then this. Nice. And then we're good, I think. Oh my nose. Raynade says it was a Samir one. You got it last. Ooh, that's pretty good. That's pretty. I think it sucks though. You also need 2. You need 2 to tango, unfortunately, with that one. But still, not bad. Not that bad. Let's go over to. I think we did everything that we could. I don't know. Does anyone know when Void Rift resets? So maybe on Tuesday we will need to actually. We will need to end the Genshin stream a little bit early. I really hope I can participate in the Genshin update, because I haven't done the last one really. So I've unlocked the one island, but I'm not sure. It's like, nope. You need to do all the previous stuff. We can still just grind some just explore the new area as well. Yeah, it's true. What do you call it? Raynade says, unless you're me and the game gives you everything except Shiro. That's also a thing. Yes, I heard that. That's a lot of people do. Lonziga says, yep, you are correct. Some killers are better than others, like most recently Albert Wesker from Resident Evil. Yeah, but I've heard, that's the thing though, I've heard like everybody say that this character's bullshit. You know what I mean? So like in my head, as a person who's not too into it, maybe people be like, nah, there's definitely like characters that are like unfair, but it seems like there's a lot of characters that are unfair. It seems like almost like it's a part of the process about like getting screwed over by shitty ish mechanics. Otherwise, it's not satisfying to the killer to play. It's weird. But also, that's out of all the games to create, and that seems like it's extraordinarily hard to balance. That definitely seems like that kind of game. It seems like it's probably absurdly hard to balance everything in that game, because you're balancing not only the survivors but the killers, and you're trying to make them both have fun. You also have to release new items for both people to make them good. Oof, seems like a lot. I don't know what we have else to do. I thought Void Rift would take care of us for a hot minute, but I guess we did it quite quickly. Rainier says, I think you're 3 hours behind me. Maybe. Rainier says, man, time zones are a pain to keep track of. Yeah. Rainier says, oh, okay, you're 2 hours behind me. Okay, so it's 7 or 8 right for you right now. Golly. Lone Singlet says, I mean, Grin, you forgot about the fact that the update won't be available till 9 p.m. time. Oh wait, so we can't even play it Tuesday. I thought you said it came on Tuesday. I guess you were right, but that's not helpful. It's not helpful for me. We could duel, or don't write raids. I wanted to try spamming raids and see if we could get one in there that we could actually do, because I've let it go on cooldown for these last couple weeks, so maybe we can get one in there. Raid. Find a team. Nope, I just wanted. Do we go? And then it's matchmaking. Cannot do it. Why? Match. You cannot play in. Oh, what? Wait, what? You cannot play in team mode. Wait for more teammates to start the challenge. Cannot play without your team in something. Oh. How do I change the team to be in the raid thing? What's good, Wilson? Wilson says, damn man, sorry, Wilson. Sorry. If we were on YouTube, we wouldn't do that. How do I switch it to raid team or raid size? I think Bolty did that once in team. I don't know how it did it. Wilson says, Grin, how are you? I'm doing good, Wilson. How are you? It's been a good bit. I mean, Grin, you forgot the duel at the time. We could duel or try raids. It does come out on Tuesday. I know you didn't lie, but it's unhelpful as hell. So we will be playing Tower Fantasy on Tuesday at least, so we should be able to clean up the thing, unless they give us a brutal one, but yeah. Not bad, man. Just doing work. That's good. Just doing some work. Top left, you can click on the box. Top left, this. Maybe just go to lobby. Top left, this. Maybe it's that. I should finish reading it. Top left, you can click the box where Frontier Clash is. Okay. And do we go to raid? Void raid? And we would click what? What would we click? And I'm just gonna let Jesus take the wheel and let you. I feel like that's probably better that you could teach me, but instead we're just gonna obfuscate responsibility for it until I'm ready. Although I think it makes sense. I just don't know what's the thing. Because you've done some raids, so I'm curious what is the level requirement that you think would be determinative for us to have a good shot at actually doing it. What's good, Nandy? It's been a good bit. Oh, are you excited for Genshin? What's happening in your life? Just what's happening in life? I always talk about Genshin, but what's happening in your life, buddy? We've missed you. Bodhi. Oh wait, no, it's not bad. Bodhi says, and choose Ray, which is not at the bottom. Yeah. Also, we're ready to rip. Go. We got this. Maybe, hopefully. Rainier says, yeah, because Genshin update drops at 10 p.m. for me, sometimes earlier. Oof, yeah. So definitely we'll wait. We'll definitely wait to do it on Wednesday. Or Thursday, sorry. Thursday. No, we don't stream on Wednesdays. Thursday stream would be us being late to the party, as usual. As usual. Oh, my back. Oh, man, my arms. That really hurt. Those things says, ah, shit, here we go again. We're gonna be positive. You're supposed to be positive one out of all of us. Bolty says, I'm a healer now. Are we? Are we a healer? I feel like damage was our problem last time. Okay, also people will die. Maybe we just gotta settle into like, no, no, no. It's a long process. It's slow, methodical, and takes forever. Yeah. Nice dodge. Watch bad. Shit. Whew, thank God. Haha, it worked. That's why I do not have it equipped. Great, I'm so happy it went that way. Awesome. Then he says, I'm doing good. Just practicing a bit. Practicing what? What are we drawing? Fuck yeah, Nanny. Nanny, the proud, amazing, incredible artist that drew a lot of our emotes that are brilliant and lovely. Also, one time I asked him to make one of them and he did it, which is incredibly good, and I still feel bad about it. I still feel bad about asking. Oh shit! Just locked on me. Yee. I kind of want to use my thing. I just don't want to. I just don't want to be a hindrance to my team. Also, doing the ice shatter things. I guess it can be good in some ways. Although I seen a meme recently about, about person basically utilizing, just trying to do area damage. People doing the ice shatter in like raids and stuff, and people are like, it's the most frustrating thing ever. And I'm like, I'm sorry, I tried to switch my weapon to do shield shatter or something. Maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I should just do DPS, DPS, DPS. Oh, you singing, Nanny? That's awesome, man. I didn't know you were into singing. That's awesome, man. That's such a talent, and also ballsy as fuck. Anyone who's singing is incredible. Also, yeah, I was about to say, if you said dancing as well, dancing and singing are one of the things that I find just, you're a tank. You're an absolute unit if you can do that. Because I feel like for me, I would just be so stage fright, embarrassed, and a whole different kind of thing. Oh no, good, yeah. Let's say we can't lose anybody. Even people who don't do damage, me included, are valuable just to get aggro for people who can. Also, we have an hour to do this, so we got time. We got time. Well, not really. We got 40 minutes specifically. Loneskin says, I was the healer when I got clipped. Yeah, that's rough. That's rough. I feel like, dude, as soon as I stop playing Shiro, I'm just gonna be like, I think she's screwing up my whole thing. Like you're just so far away from danger that, yeah, I just feel like it's inevitable that you're gonna get lit up and wrecked in the future. Kind of like having Zhongli's shield, how it just conditioned you to tank everything, and when a new character came out, you just were sloppy. Also, yee. Shit. Shit. Nice. Shit. Nanny says, "Lol, I wish I could dance, but I can feel, but I can feel the beat." Yeah, no, I'm the same way, but it's like to say, like, you know what? Fuck you. I'ma just do me. You know what I mean? I don't know what it is. Something in my head a little bit. Like, I think it's probably a symptom of, like I told you guys it beforehand, but I've always been the person that, like, whenever I read a meme or I like watch a YouTube video, my first thing that I've always done is go to the comments. I don't think I've ever. I think in the amount of time that I've been on YouTube ever since I was 10, I think I've written maybe 5 comments that weren't like attached to like my own videos in terms of me being like, hey, go over here to this. Even then, I think it's maybe been like 20. I've only recently started doing that. So I'm not the person that does that, but I constantly read everyone else's things. So I have like a brain that knows what people will say almost, usually. I don't want to get too arrogant and think I'm 100% know what people are feeling and do that, but I have a sense for those kinds of things. Oh my god, it's not going to take it. Oh my god, don't get cocky. Don't get cocky. Come on, hurry up. But yeah, anyways, the reason why I bring that up is because it's good in a lot of instances to like understand human beings and how that can be incredibly valuable and fulfilling, etc. But also, when it comes to like, I know if I do this, there's a high probability that people are gonna be like that, you know. So like when you dance and you're like, you gotta just be like, I don't give a fuck about anybody in this world besides me and my joy right now. Ooh. It's looking okay. Knock on wood. There we go. Thank God my desk is compressed wood. Oh shit, I thought that would kill me. I'm quite surprised that didn't clip me. The boss is just surrounded by corpses. It's very grimace. Chip. I guess we should put it closer near the boss. Do 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 da pa pa ta pa pa. Tip tip tip. Shit! Oof. Slowly but surely. Death by 1,000 cuts from a distance. Surprised he doesn't have a shield. It's kind of nice, actually. It's one thing like, oh shit, yep, one hit and it's half health. We gotta be real careful. Just get a little close. Do one of these. Holy fuck, calm down. Calm down, me. Not gonna do it again. No, I'm getting away. I was gonna try to let it rip. I'm not gonna do it. Freaks me out. I'm gonna try to be careful. I knew it. I knew it. Please, not like this. Please, not like this. Bodhi's still alive. Let's go, Bodhi. Yes, we did it. Let's go. Holy shit. I don't know how I survived that long. Especially now, like when you eventually get hit, you're like, how lucky have I been? I didn't get socked in the mouth. Holy shit. And that's it. You just get it. You don't have to actually fight anymore. That's pretty legit, dude. That was pretty fun, actually. Now that we did it, that was not the worst. It definitely is, I think, a thing where you need to go distance. It just seems like that's the thing where it's like, it's not about murdering them all. You have technically an hour to beat him. So I think if you just slow down, you just get range. As soon as he does anything, you're like, get the fuck out, get the fuck out. Don't play this game. Although sometimes he does get divey. I think that can kill you. Also, again, it's not even just, like, I think if you can stay alive, people who can deal DPS can get behind him and then just start lighting him up. Also, man, I wish I had that one character, Bluebear. Bluebear, or should I say Bulty? Raynate says, "Grats, thanks, Raynate." Fluff says, "Gonna get in the shower, but I should be out in before the stream ends." Nice. Nanny says, "Law, wish I could dance, but I could feel the beat." Also, silence again. Yeah, it would be sweet. I remember long ago, one of my talents lost to time. I used to rap. You got really? That's interesting, man. Because that's like one of those things. I feel like people that can say they can rap are usually the same people that say they can do like an accent, and they exist. But there's a lot of people that say they can do it and they can't. But I trust that Lone Snake, knowing him from as long as I can, or I have, he would go hard in the paint. He'd get obsessive. He'd know how to do it. That's crazy, man. That's definitely also, that's another one of those things where like it's a very expressive talent that I think by virtue of you harnessing it would be very would bolster your resolve in terms of being confident into what you do, or being able to put yourself in the awkward position of XYZ and to kind of thrive, which is cool. But yeah. Also, isn't the like PvP getting reset soon? I do not want to grind that out, dude. Eesh. Sorry. Also, Losica says, "You guys got this." Yeah, I know. Yeah, also, man, it's super easy to get clipped in there, so yeah. Looks like it says I cannot do that. Yes, you can. You can absolutely do that. You were higher CS than me. Oh no, you're saying I seriously. You're not saying you couldn't do it. I think you're saying I used to make rap about my favorite game. That's pretty fun. Yeah, as long as you're having fun with whatever art and whatever form of expression you got going on, I think that's pretty good. That's pretty great. Also, let's see. We did get some money. I don't know what we should buy because we have all of our gear. Should we go for trying to replace? I think we should go for gloves because gloves seem to be the most important stat. If you can get gloves with crit in the substats or even just better frost scaling in some regard, that could be huge. So I think I'm going to go ahead and spend it on gloves. Also, I don't think anything's coming down the pipeline that we need to be careful about. Oh, also, shit, I needed to... Ah, man, at the end of every week, you always get the realization of like, oh, I forgot to... Not forgot, I don't have enough for X, Y, or Z. Like, support points is always the one I leave hanging, and like, money is going to be a problem probably soon. These are probably hella important, and I don't even have enough to get the base this week. God damn it. Training points I'm always pretty good about, which is stupid because probably should be better at support points, but yeah. Although I don't like bottoming out on my resin, just for whatever reason, it's mentally weird for me, but yeah. We got to buy our things this week? Yes, we did. Let us go and buy the gauntlet, the gloves. Holy fuck, Rasta, what is good, Rasta? Rasta says, hey, what's good, Rasta? How are you? Buddy says, just going for the crit will be the most important. For like buying a thing or like a stat, you mean? Although I stopped that hobby long ago, I still enjoy a good poem. Nothing reading and writing. Oh, yeah, I see. A good poem, yeah. To me, man, I don't know. I really like. To me, I've always felt like rap and whatnot was. I don't know. I always. That's why like I really like a rapper called NF. To me, he was like my version of what I liked about those kinds of things, which is like lyricism and like. Just, I don't know, to me it felt like a good evolution of something that I think everyone sounds pretty similar in the way that they do the things, you know, and then in order for them to gain uniqueness, they kind of go even harder in the paint, they tattoo their face, or they say some even more crazy, egregious shit, or and it's always, to me, it's always like, it's the same thing as, like, whenever you hear a rock and roll song, and it's got like a fucking beautiful swell, the music in the background's rad, it's making your heart pump and get accelerated, but then then you're listening to it, and then just someone screams into the microphone as loud as they possibly can, and you're like, it could have been so good. It could have been so good. I feel the same way about rap when you're like, you hear like an amazing beat, an amazing pickup, and then you hear this random person be like, and now it's my turn. Other than the bitches. You know, just like, oh, it could have been so good. Basically, it sounds like the pattern, I suppose. But we can buy a gauntlet. Hopefully it's good. Let's see. Do. Also, we got a lot of stuff I forgot. Let's see. Do we get any improvements? We got. It's not great. Physical attack. Actually, no, it is. It is good. Physical attack and flame attack. I think we should lock this one because frost attack is not. Oh, it's better for me right now, but we should lock that. That could be good. That could be really good. Well, I like how it has a pretty distinguishable lock too. Cool. We got a lot of gauntlets. Let's see. We got frost attack. We have volt attacks. That's not as good as what we have, but still neat. We have a volt attack, frost attack too. It's better than what we have, but this one's leveled up too, so it's not as good, but it's okay at the very least. I don't think I lock it. We might rock it. Sorry. Bodhi says not crit. No crit equals trash. For gauntlets, like no crit stat is not good enough. Yeah, makes sense. What if you just get critical stat but nothing goes into it? So you have a substat random crit chance but nothing goes into it. That'd be pain. Frost attack damage, HP. I hate these fucking resistant things. Now this one's pretty good. We got volt attack and attack percent. It's okay. I kept going into, I think, healing, which is less okay. But you know, that's not bad. We got a improvement. So, you know, something. Anyways. But yeah, I probably should buy chest piece because one of the worst things to do in terms of your weekly commissions or your joint operations. I mean, goddamn, I want to open up the joint operation thing. This joint operation is this one I find. Right, not Tuesday. It is this one I think. Is it that one? Yeah. And that one gives you boots and a belt. Or maybe it's this one. What gives you a chest piece? Not that one. It's this one. Yeah, it's Shiro's and her, which this one I actually don't think is that bad. Yeah, it gives you more damage with enemies being in close proximity, which actually isn't that bad, actually. I don't know why I haven't been doing that one. Yeah, it was probably because it's on Saturday and we don't stream on Saturday, so I haven't really I do like the bare minimum, usually. Fortunately. Although, I do think we did get one. I still haven't looked through my matrices, which I think would be a huge power gain for me. But I have yet to do it because there's been things to do. I kind of like log in to do the bare minimum and then get out. I hope there can be a time when I can actually like grind out and get like a sizable power up, you know what I mean? Fix. We got King. I remember we got that one. Yeah, there it is. Then we got hers, which is like wild. If we can get one more of hers, dude, wild. I wish you could lock them to be like, don't accidentally go somewhere. We can get 2 of Merle's, which is nice. It's something. Buldy says, for example, I got boots with 3k crit. That's absurd, Bulty. Well done. That's incredible. Vasa says, Grin, finally, the time has come today. Wrath of the licking classic. What? Licking classic launches? What's liching? What? What is that? Sucks to those people who will be sitting in queue. Which people? One thing is this. It sucks to be the people watching the raid happen. Probably a little bit, yeah. One thing it says, the someone yelling into the mic. Oh, someone was yelling. Oh yeah. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah. You got a gold belt. Let's go. And now I got all gold armor. You too. Nice. Rasta says on Benedict 10k Q minimum. What's that on Benedict? What's that, Rasta? What you mean? What's Benedict referring to? Lone Ticket says I both enjoy that. It can be done right. What is? Oh, you mean like the screamo and whatnot? I kind of do. I'd rather not even rather. I think a lot of times to me it does seem like it's not dealt with purpose really. Like I think things, I hate when it comes out of nowhere basically. Like if it builds to a swell and then it kind of starts like revving up, yeah. But also I don't think I'm the demographic for rap music necessarily as well, because I know that's a part that people actually really like. Same thing with screamo. People like, it's like a moment of especially when you're going through high school, apparently people really like it because it's like angst and you're like, this represents me in some way. I fucking am angry and that screaming actually it's how I feel or whatever. Fuck words. So we still got like a 15 minutes. Although we could just chill. Although I haven't done that many exploring this area, so we could do that too. Also, I've never done one of these. Don't know if there's a reason to really. Remaining. Oh, you just stay in the area and then shit starts happening? What? Oh, do you stand in the thing and it like starts? What does remaining mean? Oh, dude, there's 3 people need to be here in order for you to do this? Ew. That's so shitty. Well, maybe not. Co-op challenge. Oh, maybe that's what it is. So it has to be co-op, I see. There's 3 people here, you son of a bitch. Oh, it says 2. Or do you click it? Or do we all have to be standing in front of it? Oh, we push. I see. We all have to push. I don't know if that's worth. Does not seem worth it. Little Singer says, I'm doing some drawing today. Talking about an old hobby makes me want to do some of my true hobbies even more. Yeah, I know, man. Especially when you're like, but also Lone Syndicate, do you find that like having 2 hobbies helps? And I don't know how I'd really describe it. Not hobby as in gaming. I don't think gaming really counts. I think you almost need 2 different types of like skill-based hobbies, almost like developmental hobbies, I guess. Which gaming, I feel like you can always feel it's like you mainly most people go to gaming to like maintain or to find have a fun time. It's not necessarily to become an esports legend or whatever, some sort of crazy thing. So for me, I'm kind of debating in my head whether it'd be valuable to, because I'm going so hard in the paint in YouTube. And I talked to you guys about, like, I felt like it's harder to come up with ideas for Brothers Grin, which is our gaming channel, than it is for GRINN. But I'm not working on GRINN right now. But because I'm so close to GRINN, and I'm far enough away to see Brothers Grin, or I'm far enough away to see our anime whatever view channel, I have ideas for those easier than this. So to me, I'm kind of going in my head to, like, should I have another thing that kind of pulls me away from this occasionally? And it's like, working out doesn't really quite feel like that's what it is either. It's almost like you need something like a satisfaction metric for that. Like, I feel like instead of exercise, it would be hiking. Like, that would be something that is difficult, but also it feeds the soul enough to be that. Exercise is more of a different beast entirely. I feel like I shouldn't say that. Exercise does sometimes makes you feel like you get some insight when you're just kind of drained and you're kind of hanging out, you know. But yeah, that's what I'm asking you. I wonder if you have another hobby like besides drawing that would develop or give you a more inspiration for going the other way. Although it's not necessarily inspiration either, because like you can watch shows and find stuff there. It's weird. Yeah. But also, if you commute to work and stuff like that, and you bike, that could be something. Same thing too. Like, it's just enough to get you out of your head, you know, to basically have some fun ideas happen. Yeah. I both enjoy and hate that depending on if it's done right. Yeah, I guess it's true. It's probably an example that I could think of where it worked in that instance too. But I think objectively, I really dislike when like, I'd rather a song be screamo, not be 80% a lovely beat with a beautiful vocalist behind it, and then randomly, what seems like out of nowhere, they're like, let's need some rage, so I'm just gonna scream in your ear for 2 minutes or for a minute. And I'm like, well, I wish you were just that from the beginning, so I didn't have to be like, well, great. Great. Like, I don't like that rock is synonymous with person that screams in microphone. Like, I don't like that's the thing that it seems like some bands have it in their head as, you know. Already read that. Rasa says, oh, in World of Warcraft, right. And Wrath was most anticipated expansion, and people were screaming at Blizzard to relaunch most iconic expansions of the time that I enjoyed. Listen, I learned to play Mahjong. It's actually not that hard. I learned it in a week. It wasn't that difficult. What's that? Mahjong. What's that? What that? Am I reading that right? What's that? Bodhi says, not gonna lie, I really like reaction content from people I enjoy watching normally. Yeah, no, me too, man. That's the thing. I also enjoy that too. It's one of my favorite things. The only thing I think, like, it's weird, like, because I'm not doing it as like up close and personal, I feel like I can have a understanding of how I would like to adjust and make better the reaction kind of series that we have, you know. But again, it's like, for me, I would much rather handle things one at a time, especially with like Brothers Grin being a good forge for me, at least developing stuff. Because to truth be told, I still want to put in the work and like grind out Tower Fantasy, but I have noticed the same, how do I put it? I've noticed the same frequency that I've seen in the Wonderlands community as in the Tower Fantasy community. Which is not that the game is not beautiful and amazing, it's just right now it hasn't found its audience yet necessarily. Like, it's at least the viewership on YouTube, I should say. So when I look at like the global audience that seems to be consuming content in Tower Fantasy on YouTube, it seems like around like 24K on the high end, 5K on the low end. Whereas in Genshin, at the height of its creation, it was like each channel minimum was getting 100,000 views on a video kind of thing. Genshin wasn't quite the thing though, so it's not like, of course there's gonna be a difference there. So yeah, but yeah. Also, Bolt, you got the cute little car. That's awesome. I got my little ostrich. Lone Seeker says, also, fun fact about Ratchet and Clank. Apparently, I got an anime only released in Japan, and then designed Rivet and the team had an argument about Rivet's breast size, which I find hilarious and is kind of weird when you think about. Yeah, it's classic Japan. They're like, hey, we understand how you do it in the West, but this is not our work. This is not our way. Okay, this is not our way. It's like, listen, we're not sure about this whole furry thing, but we're gonna do it our way. Okay, how dare you? Oh, it's too good. It says, I guess I learn and practice sword art. Yeah, that's one of those things. Yeah. Other weapons would be a hobby, maybe. Yeah, I guess that's true. Yeah, I think it'd be helpful to do something that would be outside of your environment, though. I think that's why I say hiking would be kind of a place where it'd be distant enough to where you'd be able to do, but it's also kind of a lot enough. Oh, also, is this a challenge where you have to kill them? Yeah, it's a certain time period. Oh no! It doesn't help that they're running a mile away. Oh, so why did that guy get full health? Oh, I hate when they reset. I'm not sure if I can be bothered to do this. Yeah, fuck them. We're not doing that. I don't care enough. Oh, especially when there's so much chests and things to spawn and attain. Oh wait, I could. I'm not sure. I don't know if it's been enough time for me to reset and get my thing. My housing place. I don't know if there's been enough there. Ba, ba, ba.
What a wonderful surprise.
Lone Singlet says, I guess learning or practicing sword. Rasta says, all I want to see is GRINN play God of War, right? Dude, I cannot wait, Rasta. Also, Rasta, what do you call it? Red was also into that too, which that was cool. Lone Singlet says, yeah, I don't have any hobbies like that, but maybe one day when I like an environment that makes it easy. Yeah, it's true. Well, I'm not sure about that. We live in an environment that's hell. Well, what is your environment for you? I would have thought you lived in America. And I thought most things seem to be pretty. Could be a rather unsubstantiated thing, but in Canada it's like, well, at least right now, I should say. In winter it gets bad, but in Canada it's pretty. Oh, you might also live in a city, which could be a thing. So maybe that's what you're saying. Like, oh, I don't really have much to hike here. You could hike to the convenience store. Like it does not. Yeah. I guess because I live in the woods and shit. Like, but also it's kind of terrifying. Like you can go hiking and like meet some cool people. Also meet a homeless man and they'll be like kind of throw a beer bottle at your head and it would be weird. But for me, our homeless man is a grizzly bear that could rip your throat out. So granted, different levels, but yeah, could get bad. Could get bad for all kinds of people. That's why I don't think I'd ever hike. I think you'd bike, but even then I don't want to do that. That's why I think that the whole like electric unicycle thing to me seems so interesting, is because it does seem like you could just haul ass and like I do think if you picked up that thing and let it rip, you would scare off any sort of predator. You know what I mean? I do live in a city. Yes, yeah. I thought might be the equilibrium. Raynade says, "Shit, I've been down to learn sword art. I've got a couple. So really, yeah, man. Lone Snake goes hard in the paint. That's also one of those things that to me is interesting in terms of the cardio aspect of it. You know what I mean? I don't necessarily do the whole sword. Well, I guess I kind of do. To me, I used to do it a lot more. I guess I just got a carbon fiber, not carbon fiber. It's like an indestructible bat, basically. And I know it's not the same because you have edge alignment as a utility for doing that kind of stuff. But yeah, I could see it being crazy good cardio. Although I will say that to me, the reason why I did the bat also is because I wanted to simulate a closer depiction of what is considered to be like a real world application of impact drills, I guess. Can I pick this up? Rusty iron chest. Yeah. Bodhi says, Law GRINN, my older brother also has that. But yeah, the indestructible cold steel bat. Yeah. Does he there's many of them. Does he have the Brooklyn Basher? Because that's the one I have. It's big as shit. It's basically like the reason why I bought it is because it's similar to it has the same length as a horse cutter sword. So I was like, all right, might as well develop this. Even though it's quite different, but still, you know what I mean? But that's a mean ass thing though. You can also get one that's like short, stubby, and thick. Which yes, yes, of course. Also, we got nothing from that animal. Sorry, what is this? Crab? Yeah, jump, exactly. the Brooklyn Basher. Does he watch Mark Wildman by chance? Because yeah, he was the one who set that off for me for sure. Did he get it like the middle of this year or the middle of beginning of this year? Ray Nate says, shit, I'll be down to learn that. Let's get said, so my equivalent to hiking is going through a walk through the park. Yeah, I was about to say that, but that to me also sounds amazing, man. Yeah, Lone Snake. Part of me, I say that, but like that seems amazing. Also, like one of those unicycle videos I keep talking about, like the person is just putting around the city, and it just looks awesome because there's so many places. Like I think I seen him going down like essentially like a waterway, kind of like bridges and whatnot, but no one really goes there because it's just like it's a place to funnel water, but it's all concrete and just ripping through there, and it just seems like that seems nice. That seems nice. Unfortunately, the electric scooters or electric unicycles, are quite expensive still. But also they're by far the best thing, like apparently people will buy like an electric scooter usually, but apparently like it just falls apart constantly, so it's like as much as it might be cheaper in the short term, it's extraordinarily expensive in the long term. Although I imagine eventually there's some brands that it's like actually, but then you're just paying the same price for what you could pay for an electric unicycle, and that thing can go like I think miles and miles and miles and miles. Also, you can go fast as shit, and surprisingly safe compared to a scooter. Bodhi says, yesterday it arrived. Oh shit! Yeah, I'm curious. Did any reason why you got it? Was it due to attack drills, or was it just due to baseball, or was it like a defense thing? Where it's like, no, bitch, it's gonna come for me. You're gonna come to my house? Because the reason why I started doing this because Mark Wildman brought up a good point of like, if you're ever into like exercise for a real world application, the like a human striking pattern was like basically a club. Also, like the striking patterns for like delivering a pick into a rock, to an axe into a tree, like there are all these planes of motions, and it's why your shoulders are developed in the way that they are. Is basically as like for striking patterns, not only for violence but also mainly for just everyday tool use. Which to me has always been the thing that I liked when I heard Lone Syndicate was doing the sword training things, is that everyone trains like movements that, like strongmen, I usually see being like, let's do the most high-end exertion activity or exercise with the least amount of like possibility to escape. So it's basically like picking up an Atlas stone and like putting it on your legs and like smashing that. And I've seen people dislocate their fingers doing that. Just gnarly stuff. And to me, in my head, I've always been like, that's not how we evolved. Like it's same people who practice boxing. I think boxing is a fucking incredible, fantastic for cardio, amazing. But for people who do it for, like to me, it's also in the back of my head. I'm like, we did not evolve to punch things. Like if we look at our knuckles are not made to do that. It's beautiful when it's an art form, boxing and combat and all these things. But to me, I think your whole body, if you want to be a healthier human being, you'd go in line with what the longest course of history in which we had no technology for, and whatever that application would be, which is like usually farmers carries essentially anything that you can develop a handle on, and then also develop a what's it called, a lever, like a club or etc. Because I don't think any person was punching another human being. Like again, we didn't survive by killing predators with our bare fingers. I don't think that makes most sense. But yeah. Lone Sicket says, but I also don't really have the time for hobbies like that, frankly. I have too many hobbies right now. Like my friend brought me a home to book for writing in Japanese. A long 2 years later, still hasn't arrived. Golly, that's wild. That's wild. Lone Syndicate says, cause I can't really squeeze in another hobby. Yeah, no, I understand that, Lone Syndicate. Yeah. It's one of those things where I'm also thinking in my head, I'm like, well, it could just be me being overwhelmed by like doing so many things that's like, YouTube focused. too quickly to where you don't have time to adapt, and also you're like kind of looking for an out, so your brain's like, well, maybe picking up another hobby that's not this would be kind of helpful. You're like, do you just want to not do this for a little bit? I'm like, yeah. Like, okay, well, we could just not do this for a little bit, and like not do this, but we could slow down and let yourself recover enough to adapt to what's now the new normal, you know. Bodhi says his reasoning was in case in Germany happens a blackdown, he has something underline his wait, what? In case his reasoning was in case in Germany something happens, like in lockdown or something, he has an underlying like tool to defend himself. Is that right? Bodhi says is laughing. He even got some candle. Wait, I'm confused. What's that? What, did I miss some of this? In Germany, happened a black down. He has something. Oh, is the black down something specifically to you, your brother and your guys' race, etc., or is it some? Am I racist? What's happening? And this. Wait, oh, I see. Cause of politics or something, they want to take down some reactor or something in Germany. Oh shit, okay. So he's ready to fuck some shit up. That's wild. Oh man. As much as people be like, everyone's instinct is to go for like a club or a knife, I just seen a video today that just like, a confirmation bias for sure, but I seen someone get hit with mace. And yeah, it always reaffirms in me that like we've developed something that is probably one of the best forms of defense, and also more. It's like jail, but with more suffering. You know what I mean? Or like the odds of somebody like you hitting someone with a bat and you them getting a bruise on their arm and then being like, ah fuck, you know, I'm still gonna go steal from people's apartment. But if somebody gets maced, I feel like it hurts so bad and it hurts for such a long time that in the part of them, they're like, maybe I should change some shit. Maybe this is not an existence that I want. You know what I mean? But I watched a video of this big fucking dude. And it's like a whole channel based on defense stuff. It's called Hard to Hurt. I don't know how much I subscribe to everything in it, but it's fun at least. It shows like cool, weird defense weapons and shit. Anyways. But one of the things he showed, which I thought was funny, is this big dude just got cratered by this just mace, and I was like, yeah. And it's funny because you go to the comments of that video, and every person is like, no, like, and it's funny because I think it's a symptom of ego in some ways. Like I've heard from certain police officers, because I have some police officers in my environment, aka family to some extent. And yeah, I've heard a lot of people say like, oh, you know, you get maced, it's mandatory in police academy, etc. like that. And then I go to the comments of that video and basically hearing the same thing of like people being like, yeah, but that's not going to stop, like, it's not that bad. And then the person who basically worked in the police sect and then worked in like, what is it called? It's like the place that they train recruits for private businesses and stuff like that, for like whether it's like security or even like training police officers. It's like when they're overbooked in their facility, they'll maybe outsource these. I couldn't really understand what it was, but anyways, regardless, they pointed out that in the police training thing, they don't have as crazy. Or it was something basically that like it's not as bad as the police macing that it is in these private organizations. They're like, no, we're not going to save you. We're going to mace you. And then we're going to basically let it sit for a long time. You're not going to be able to escape with like, you know, Dawn soap or anything like that. You're going to have to sit with it and really feel it and feel how immobilizing it is. And that person apparently in the comments, it's all anecdotal from a comment, but person did it like 6 times because he wanted to see if he could like get past it. And he said, it never got easier. He's like, it's always super debilitating. He's like, it's never not the worst thing you've ever felt, and also completely brings you to your knees. You know what I mean? And I was like, that's nice. Although I guess police have a good alternative to be like, well, if somebody's juiced out of their mind on like drugs and they don't feel anything. Although I still think like apparently now mace has gotten to a point where like it makes your eyes swell. Like, so it's no longer just like, makes your eyes hurt and like sting. Apparently they develop things that just make your eyes swell up immediately. So it's not just that you hit someone and then like in 30 minutes they could, you know, kind of pry open their eyes and then like run at you. Apparently no, it's like no, now they've developed it to where like for 5 minutes your eyes are sealed shut and you're in incredible pain. But it's funny because the toughest people I've ever seen always it's just such a like, this is awful. If you're hurt from this, I can't even imagine what it would do to me. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's interesting that like your initial proclivity would be like, yeah, give me a bat, and it's just funny. It's the tiny little thing this big, a little big, just immediately the most pain you've ever experienced. Oh, I don't mean to be chuckling. I put myself in the position of receiving, and I could just see it being so bad, so bad. Like it's like you know how bad a toothache that you can't escape is. You know what I mean? Where it gets really, or an earache that you can't escape, and it's just bad. And you just want the pain to stop, so you take painkillers or something, or like a Tylenol. Imagine your eyes feeling like needles are going into them. Like it's just, it'd be so bad. It'd be so bad so fast. Ooh, somebody requests to join. Whom is it? This could cause a blackdown. Oh, is this like the power goes away, which would supposedly affect us all in a very bad way. Yeah, man. Any sort of power outage is huge. Power failure. I see. So blackdown is when power goes out. Gotcha. I thought it would just be like. I guess that makes sense from a shutdown. I've never heard it referred to as that, but interesting. Like just a giant power outage. Got it. That's what we. Maybe that's stupider, frankly, in Canada. We would just call it a power outage, like a giant power outage. But definitely sounds stupider. Power is out. It's no longer in the building. But yeah, man, that's a lot of things. People are talking about how like ways to, like we're heading into a weird, sketchy time right now where people are not going to be, like everything's going to get more expensive and etc. and all these things. It's getting sketchy real fast. People are saying be real careful, which is a good advice, but man, I don't know. It just seems like, I don't know. Again, we talked about this kind of in a pulse last time, but it just seems like everything. It's just nothing letting up, you know? Like everyone, it's like the meme, but like I don't think things are getting better since COVID things, and it just seems like how do I say it? Like I think we're just getting more accustomed to suffering or pain or discomfort or unfortunate events, essentially. Like, I don't think it's gotten that much better, all things considered. You know what I mean? I think people are just like, well, you know, it is what it is. And the humans' ability to adapt is absolutely incredible and ferocious. So, yeah. But ladies and gentlemen, thanks so much for letting me ramble, especially about my own little hobbies for the little spurt that I did about unicycles, etc. I gotta call it, what do they call it? They call it something cooler. It's called electric unicycle. I think it's UVCs is what they call it. Which I also think is kind of like, well, come on. It's like I watched drawn animation. It's like, you watch anime, you fuck. Okay, don't you hide from me. Ladies and gentlemen, is there anyone that we could raid today? Usually it's not, because it's Sunday, no one is here, and we can't raid anybody because nobody streams on Sundays. Fortunately, I don't have anyone that we could go stream or raid. Also, unfortunately, I was planning on making a video today and uploading it. Unfortunately, it never panned out because I got caught up doing all this analytical stuff, reviewing my previous week's worth of videos and stuff like that, and extrapolating what I could do differently, things like that. And then it was 3 a.m. and my best time to upload is usually 1 p.m. At least that's what I've discovered now. It could get better in the future when we establish more people coming in, but yeah, thank you kindly for your time. We will be streaming, of course, on Tuesday. Tower Fantasy, probably wrapping up those Void Rifts and anything else we have yet to do. Thank you kindly for your time. I'm off to go cut some people's hair and exercise, maybe a little bit. We'll see. Thank you kindly for your time. Hope I can see you again, and goodbye. Also, thank you, Bolty and Lone Seeker, for playing with me. Bye, love. Bye, Renee. Bye, Bolty. Bye, Lone Seeker.